YouTube, Rumble World at Large. It has been a while. That's my fault. I am not managing my time very well at all. But let's use this to break the ice and get back into the groove. This is a company that reached out to me. The name of the company is ProHear. And I've never talked about communication on this channel, because I never have. But that was actually what my MOS was when I was in the military. I was a radio teletype operator in a forward deployed group. So while I was a radio guy and a commo guy, I also had to learn the whole art of the ground maneuvers and everything else, simply because my radio was so powerful it would be able to be triangulated in 7 seconds. So we'd be out there. Story for another day. Today, communications in a situation where cell phone coverage might go down or something becomes a SHTF moment, communications are very important. And so ProHear has come out with this thing called the Zohan Walkie Talkie. Now this actually fits on your Ear Pro, on your electronic Ear Pro. My electronic Ear Pro is the Walker Razor Thin Ear Pro. And I like them because of their price point. I like them because they work. I like them because you can find them just about anywhere. So that's easy to do. The Zohan clips onto it. It connects to it right here. And it is just a walkie-talkie. It is a multi-channel walkie-talkie. It has a range of about 2 to 3 miles, depending on the situation where you are at. With voice activation, the battery time will stretch out to 48 hours. Although I never use the voice to talk, because that, like on a range, that will drain your batteries. Because what it's doing is it's catching and canceling that, but the mic will hear that as well. So I use the push-to-talk button right here. As a shooter that goes out on the range, if I were an instructor, every one of my instructors would have one of these things, so I can communicate with them. I might even have all of the students with these, but this would mean I'd have to have enough headsets for everybody to work. But nonetheless, this is a way of good, fast, clean communication. That was one thing that struck me. The communication with this is really, really clear. And really, really clean. I haven't tried it at distance. I haven't tried it on the range yet. This is just an introduction to you because, normally when you're talking about a headset-mounted comm setup, it looks like you're talking with some of the more established brands. You may be talking about $200 for the headset, and then the radio and all the connections that go with it. You're probably talking about a $500 hookup. This, the Walkers are $44. And this radio is $27.95 on Amazon. The one thing I want to try this with is going to be car to car. I want to put a headset on somebody in a different car than mine, and I want to communicate with them, because while this is good on the range, right, would this be good in a less permissive environment, shall we say? How good would this work out? There's two kinds of communications you're going to have, and person to person in your own little group is going to be monumental. You're going to have to be able to communicate with each other if that's the case of what's going on. We didn't use these when I was in the military. The closest thing we had to it was we had the ANPRC 77, which was maybe I can get a picture of it and throw it up right here. It was a backpack-sized radio that you carried around. It had a headset, and in a patrol wedge, you'd have the patrol leader in the middle with the radio operator. The RTO would be there. So now, when you're in fire maneuver, you're going to be using hand signals, but in the 80s, we were shouting at each other over the gunfires. We would be moving in the live fire exercises and everything. This will make it would have made it much better. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this out on the range. I'm going to train all day with this on the range. I'm going to take the headset off and throw it across the range and pull it back up and see how hardy it is and everything else. I don't know how hardy it's supposed to be, but we're going to see. But $27.95 for good, clean communications. And a patrol wedge, you're not going to be 2 to 3 miles away. You're going to be meters away, so you're not going to be out of range for this. In terms of a training aid, this is this is monumental. This is one of those things that you look at and say, why haven't we been doing this before? And truth be told, they have had it before. It's just been sort of priced out of the reach of some people. This is a good alternative. So while they do have a version that goes on the walkers, they also have a version of their own headset that these go with as well. So once you go there and get on the website, if that's something you want to get, $27.95. At least get a pair of them, right? Because you got to have somebody to talk to. I've been gone for a while. And it's because of me not being able to maintain my schedule, and it's not because I have a lack of things to talk about. Because I got so many things to talk about. I got so many things laying around here. So that's coming. I'm working on that as hard as I can. In between now and then, we got the election coming up. I want to mention I have a new sponsor now, Common Sense Retirement Planning. These guys take a prepper's perspective when it comes to your financial planning. They not only have a plan A, they have a B, C, D, and E. And they have all of these things set up to try to give you a guaranteed income. And they also have this set up to try to set up whatever you set up to outrun inflation, which is just chewing everybody's cash up right now. So their website is csrp.info. My guy's name is Philip Allen. You should go check them out if you're getting to be my age and you're thinking about retiring. And having said all of that, if you like this kind of content, give me a thumbs up. Maybe subscribe, I'd like that. I'm still trying to get to 100,000. I haven't really budged. That's my fault. Maybe think about subscribing to the channel. I would like that very much. And I am out of here.